David, good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is feeling big, isn't it, this fight week?
This is big as a fight week gets. This, though, the hype, the excitement, all of the belts. Finally, we're going to get all the banter back and forth when AJ and Usyk and Fury all kind of had belts. Now we're going to collect them all in one place and finally have a undisputed champion. No disputing. This is going to be number one.
Yeah, I mean, we've had obviously some fantastic heavyweight fights in the past. Where does this rank, sort of, in terms of the big fights?
In terms of the big fights, it's right up there. You know, you've got two undefeated champions who are both exceptional. You know, Tyson Fury, the big man, those epic battles with Deontay Wilder, and then you've got Usyk, the unified cruiserweight champion, undisputed, and now he's trying to do the undisputed at heavyweight. You know, what a fairy tale career that would be if he's able to remain unbeaten, beating every man he's faced. Olympic champion, is he big enough? That's the question everybody's wanting to know. If they were both the same size, there's only one winner. Skill for skill, pound for pound, Usyk beats Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury is huge. He's a massive, massive mountain of a man, and sometimes, you know, that additional size and weight and arm length can beat the smaller man.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because looking at the open workouts yesterday, it looks, obviously Tyson's slimmed down, he's looking quite ripped, whereas Usyk seems to have gone the other way, piled a few pounds on. I mean, he's still looking good. What do you think the strategy is behind that with the two camps?
Tyson Fury, obviously, in his last fight, he was too heavy. He underperformed. You know, I thought he lost that fight against Ngannou. You know, someone having his first ever boxing match. I assume, and most people assume, he took it lightly. He didn't train like he's trained for this fight. And look at him, probably on the scales, you'll be able to see a stark difference. And I think he wants to be mobile. I think he wants to be able to, you know, set a good pace and maintain it, not carrying unnecessary body fat. That doesn't help you in a fight against such a skilled technician like Usyk. So I think he wants to be at his best, and I assume most fighters are at their best when they haven't stuffed their face and got additional body fat. Usyk putting on those additional pounds, I'm not sure the strategy behind that. I've never been a fan of fighters trying to eat their way up into a weight division. For instance, when I challenged for the heavyweight championship, you know, I was 100 pounds lighter than Nikolai Valuev, and I was never going to match him for size or weight, so I wanted to be as mobile and effective as possible, and to be able to maintain 12 rounds. There was no need bulking up. You know, I only weighed I think it was 17 pounds over my cruiserweight fight, which is just a stone and a bit. Usyk's he knows what he's doing. You know, if he's put on additional bit of muscle, it would be for a reason, and I'm positive he'll be able to carry it for 12 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, there were some people saying maybe Tyson's lost too much weight, but then I spoke to Sugar Hill, his trainer, yesterday, and he said, look, he's basically turning it into muscle. And you know, the Kronk Gym mentality is just go for the knockout, whatever.
I hope he does. I hope Tyson Fury does go for the knockout, as he did in the second fight with Deontay Wilder, because if he does, we're in for a hell of a fight. He could go out there. I think he's going to be quite strategic. I think he's going to try and use his superior arm length, you know, and Tyson Fury has great boxing skills. You know, he's probably the second best boxer out there behind Usyk in the heavyweight division. So I think it's going to be a very technical, strategic fight from both men. But I wouldn't mind it if Tyson Fury just went out there and just got stuck in. I think it would make for more of a dynamic early onslaught for him.
So if you're facing Usyk, say, what would your strategy be?
Straight punches down the middle, body shots for sure. You know, he got dropped to the body, I think in the amateurs, and there was a body shot / low blow with Daniel Dubois, and people are asking questions. You know, is the chink in the armour for Usyk those body shots? And no one's really been able to get to him effectively outside of Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora was able to mount an attack on Usyk. He didn't have a long-range boxing match. He really got stuck in and had great success. I think Derek Chisora has had the best effort against Usyk. You know, winning the, you know, I think it was like 4 or 5 rounds he won in that fight. And I'm not sure if Tyson Fury is going to just go at him the way Derek Chisora did, because Derek had to take some stick to get into range. You know, is he willing to take those few shots on the way in? I'm not sure. We'll find out on Saturday.
Yeah, and but the same question, how would you approach it in Usyk's against Fury? Because, I mean, the smart money is that if he's going to knock Fury out, it would be the later rounds when he's worn him down. But how would you approach it?
I don't really see a version of this fight where Usyk manages to stop Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's got a granite chin. He's very tough. He's very durable. We've seen what he's like when he's been hit by the biggest punches. The shot that Ngannou hit him with, although Ngannou didn't have that much boxing skill, he's got the power. He's got that one punch knockout power, and he caught Tyson, and Tyson was able to get back up, shake it off, and get to the final bell. So I don't see Usyk stopping him. I see Usyk outboxing him for the majority of the rounds. I can see that happening. If either of them are going to get the knockout, I'd assume it would be Tyson Fury, because he's so big, and a big guy can drain the smaller guy. And once Usyk gets tired, his reflexes slow down. He takes more shots. The more shots he takes, the more shots he takes. So out of the two of them, I definitely feel Tyson Fury has the advantage in terms of if there's a knockout. Okay,
so we'll put it down to, you got your last £5. Where's your money going? How does this fight go? How does it end?
My last £5 goes on the best odds, and the best odds you'll get is for a draw. So I think it's going to be a controversial draw. I think, it's controversial. 2 judges are going to have it. A draw, and 1 judge is going to have it for Usyk.
I like that, yeah. I mean, that's beyond the realms.
That's exactly how I see it.
That's not beyond the realms of possibility. And then, of course, if Fury does win, you've got the tantalising prospect of AJ in September.
Yeah.
Final question, how does that one go?
I'll know how that fight's going to go after I see how Tyson Fury deals with Usyk. I definitely like AJ's chances now, off the strength of seeing his last 4 fights, particularly his last fight against Ngannou. We've got a direct measuring stick. Where you watch the fight against Ngannou, Tyson Fury, and watch Ngannou versus AJ, it looks like there will only be one winner. I know boxing doesn't work like that, but I definitely fancy Anthony Joshua's chances, particularly with Ben Davison in his corner, strategizing a very slick method of victory with preset punches. Ben understands Tyson Fury. He's been in his camp, he gets it. So if anyone's going to give him the keys to victory, it's going to be him. So AJ's definitely in the right camp for this fight.
Brilliant. Well, listen, enjoy Fight Week, David.
Thanks.
Pleasure as always.
Always.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.